What's going on, everybody? On my way to class right now for my apprenticeship, trying to get my weld certs. Wanted to get into this P2R video, or P2R, listen to me. Wanted to get into this Acura Integra video. I apologize I put it off so long. Josh had a little family emergency and a family member ended up passing away. But that's here nor there. Let's get straight into it. I want to get back to the roots of the channel. This is a Honda J Series channel. I'm Curtis D. Anything Honda J Series we're going to get into, and we'll probably go a little bit further than that, a little bit above and beyond. So, come on, y'all. This isn't just no average Acura Integra. This thing's J swapped. And what I love about a swap is you get to intermingle parts, so you can obviously going to keep the suspension part for the naturally stock, chassis and body for the car. And like I said, I'm driving, so y'all got to work with me here. Then you get all the performance parts for the engine and the trans from whatever swap you do, which I've always thought was cool, because like the Integra, having probably a lot more plentiful options when it comes to suspension parts, and he loves to go with the PCI. And I've never heard of the company before, but he's got so many PCI parts, it's crazy. So let's get straight into this. This is a 1994 GSR Integra. The thing's super clean, super race car, tracked out. He's currently running a J35 3.5 liter reported cylinder heads, but on the side and it might be already in there because we spoke about a week and a half ago on Instagram. He has a built J32 getting ready to go in, or it might just be built heads with the super valve tech from P2R. The car is sponsored by P2R, I believe, and if so, Josh, give me a shout out one time for the one time, please. If you're not familiar with P2R's Power Rev Racing, they are your go-to company basically for your J Series aftermarket parts. So there's a few other people on the side that have up and coming mom and pop shops. Next in line would probably be HLP, which is Hafferman Performance. He's the next guy in line, I would say, but don't shortchange him in any type of way. He's got billet engines, he's got camshafts, he's got stuff P2R don't have. He's got things that doesn't just have to do with performance. But that's for another video for another time. Let's get back to the Integra. And the things he's running. So we're going to get into his build list here. In his engine bay, like I said, he's got a J35 currently, but he's getting ready to pop a J32 in there. He's got stainless steel long tube headers from P2R. He's got a P2R EGR Delete. He has a Heltec Elite 2500 running the brains of the operation in there. He's also got a 3-inch exhaust port to go off the long tube headers. He's got a PJ Customs wire harness. Now, if you don't know who PJ Customs is, he's actually just kind of popped up on P2R's YouTube channel. And I don't know how it came about or what's happened, but he's the one that does their harnesses that here recently has just popped up on their website that you can purchase. And roll this window up. I apologize if that's been down and you guys have been hearing that. I'll try to clear it up in the editing. But he's come along the lines here recently, and he slaps together Haltech wiring harnesses to put into your J Series. You can get on P2R's YouTube channel, and he's got a handful of videos on there that have PJ Customs in there. So after that, now he's got the P2R see-through timing belt covers. His transmission, he's running a 6-speed manual out of a TL, and I believe it's the manual that's out of the body style after the CL I have. So it's 0408 TL Type S manual 6-speed trans, and I'm not sure how much that differs. I know the bell housing's a little bit different, I believe. I think that's Gen 2. This is Gen 2, the CL, and then 0408 is Gen 3. And I might be wrong. I had to get get over. I'm getting ready to get off on the wrong exit. So back to what we was talking about here with the Integra. And another thing he has is he's got 500 horsepower rated CV axles in the car from Hasport. Now I've heard of Insane Shafts. See, me doing these videos, I learned along the way also, because I thought Hasport only did engine mounts, but I guess they do CV axles also. And I'm not sure if it's for a J series or if that's another part that he's intermingled off of the Integra. So he also has a billet short throw shifter, something similar to mine. I have a hybrid performance one, and the only other option that I had to go up against the hybrid performance one is what I believe he has in his car. I'm not sure of the company. You can find them on eBay for a reasonable price, a hair cheaper than this one, and I really would like to throw that thing up against. This hybrid racing shifter. So that being said, we're going to start getting into the PCI. These people over here on this highway are crazy as hell. We're going to get into the PCI parts now. So let me kind of park this. The lighting will be a little bit better for y'all too. So he's got a shit ton. Well, he's got Pro Spec Annex coilovers. He's got PCI front upper camber arms, PCI rear lower control arms, PCI rear toe arms, PCI rear upper camber links, ASR subframes, braces with sway bars. He's got, okay, so we're going into the interior. He's got the Heltec 7-inch display to run all the gauges clustered and all that stuff, RPM, speedo, all that stuff. He's got Kirky seats. He's got PCI seat mounts with adjustable brackets. He's got PCI aluminum dashes. He's got Kirky seats, race quip harnesses. Like I said, he's got the billet shifter assembly. The car's completely gutted with a roll cage. He's got LRB speed aluminum door panels. He's got a top horn rear diffuser. Side skirts from PCI, quick disconnect splitter from PCI, brackets with custom splitter. He's got a carbon fiber delete. His tire setups from KE Motorsports, 15x10 in the front, 15x9 in the rear, drilled and slotted rotors, stainless steel braided brake lines, ABS delete kit. And the thing I want to speak about on the ABS delete kit, I for the longest time didn't know what the ABS module was under the hood. And I've always wanted that thing gone. And I thought it had something to do with the fuel system because it was running hard lines. And like I said, I'm constantly learning too, guys. So the ABS module you can delete. And I was super stoked when I seen this in here because I just recently, right before this, found out that you could do that. So he's got a Valix kit from them that deletes that ABS module, which is super cool. The car right now is still running stock numbers, about 260 horsepower, but when he drops the 3.2 liter in the car, he's going to be pushing for more around 300 because he's got the cams. Yeah, that's the other thing. He's got killer VTEC cams. He's got the Super Valtech heads, like I've already said. And the only type of racing I've seen the car, like I said, the car is raced out. It's track mode. He's got a P2R wrap on it. When you do a J-swap, before I get into talking about the racing, when you do a J-swap, with Honda engines, your intake manifold typically in the 4-cylinders, B series, H series, whatever it may be, K series, the intake manifold is typically in the back or in the front, depending on what rear-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, however you got your engine set up in there, but it's in front of the cylinder head or behind the cylinder head. So when you do a J-swap, it being a V6, your intake manifold is dead on top of the engine, so it heightens the engine bay wide a bit. So you have to run no hood if you're running something like an Integra or a Civic, or you can do a hood cutout, which is what Josh has done here. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the engine bay. Even if I start swapping stuff around in the CL or the Accord, and I don't run spacers, I'm going to have to take some of the bracing out, or I'm going to, like, that's how close Honda's and Acura has gotten this hood to the intake manifold. Like, I have 2-inch hood spacers on the Accord to fit the Holley EFI plenum to go in, and it works. But that's, I mean, these are the things you have to work with when you're messing with a J series. So the car has a super big intake manifold cutout. Now that's dead center of the hood. He does spectator drag. So what spectator drag is, if you're not familiar with that, is it's oval track drag racing. So you do one lap, you go up against whatever person. And at the end of this video, I'm going to throw Josh's video up off his IG of him going up against what looks like an S10. Josh takes him. I wish the camera's footage, the camera's quality is good, but I wish, and it probably be due to the track people telling them the person couldn't get too close to the track for safety reasons and liability and stuff like that. But you can tell that Josh takes the truck right around the last turn, maybe 2 turns. Car's super clean, super tracked out. I just wanted to kind of throw this video together. I've recorded this video 3 times trying to give it justice. Kind of ran into the situation I ran into. Once again, I apologize, Josh. I wanted to at least give you something. I'm going to throw this together. I'm not sure if I'm going to put me in the video and kind of just pop up everything as I'm talking about it, or do little pop-ins with me talking like I am right now. But I just want to quickly throw this thing together. The car's super fucking clean, super quick, and I can't wait to see what else happens to this car, because he's putting a lot of money, time, sweat, blood, tears into this car because he got the bug that everybody else has. And I just wanted to highlight y'all real quick, throw this together so I could edit it up and put it up by tonight. Josh, I appreciate what you've done for the platform. Keep it up, man. And any type of major changes to the cars, please reach out to me, and I'll throw it, in another video that I'm doing so everybody stays informed on it. If you haven't checked his IG out and you don't know who he is, his IG is JSwappedIntegra. Simple as that. Go check him out. And I appreciate y'all. Till the next time. Peace.
Danger Ranger on the inside and the Dakota driver and the Acura on the outside. First, 101.